brand new community, a brand new model with a very low HOA with great amenities. Let's have a look. Let's go. Welcome to another episode of Orlando Home Show, where strategy matters, passion rules. And today's video is sponsored by Nick Long of AmeriFirst Home Mortgages, NMLS ID 398963. And guys, I am back in Clermont showcasing one of this beautiful community. It's a gated community with a very, very low HOA, just about $74, and you have a lot of amenities. The model behind me is a builder model. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. With a flex space, and they have converted that flex space into a full bedroom and a bathroom. So as the model sits, it's actually 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, just about 2,005 square foot. You want to notice that you have this really nice pavers up front, which is a standard feature. You get this pavers and it's a nice pad, so you can always have another 2-car right here, and then you have a 2-car garage. And as I walk around, you have this beautiful stone elevation. Now guys, keep in mind that every builder has 3 different elevations. This one is a stone elevation. They also have a Craftsman and a coastal elevation, which does not have a stone. So whatever works for you. The prices actually do matter, because there is a change in terms of if you have a stone elevation, you're going to pay a little bit more. What I really like is that you have this nice little walkway. You know how sometimes some houses just kind of start as soon as you get the garage, but I love this because the amount of packages that we receive, and this is Florida, it's a beautiful day. Probably the whole thing can change in an hour, and it would be pouring like no other tomorrow. So I really love the fact that you have this little walkway. You can have your packages. They're kind of somewhat safe. So let's go inside and check the rest of this beautiful model out. Hello, and welcome to another beautiful loaded model house. Now guys, if you are looking to buy a house anywhere in Central Florida and now Tampa areas, this is a great resource. So make sure to press that thumbs up button, show us some love, and subscribe to our channel. And if you are not sure about where to live, then make sure to check out Orlando Living with D, and that's where I go in and talk about communities all throughout Central Florida and now Tampa areas. We talk about schools, hospitals, shopping, dining, everything that you need to know, especially when you're moving from a different state. It will give you a very good understanding of what is going on in that area, how the school is. Now guys, this is a builder model. It has a lot of bells and whistles. So the base price of this home, as you see it with all the upgrades, bells and whistles, minus the furniture, is about $562. The base price of this house is about $473,000. The lot price is anywhere between $5,000 to $20,000. I'm going to point out as much as I possibly could in terms of the upgrades that you see. So the first thing you're going to notice that you have this beautiful door, which is actually an upgrade. With that window, you will get a solid door, but it's an 8-foot door. And then you have the 6'8", which is a standard feature with the builder, and that's what you're going to have. The ceiling height is 9'4", which is a standard feature. So let me go ahead and show you the garage. Now, this is a block home, and I want to always point out, whenever you are building a home that is 2-story, probably every builder here does block on the first floor and then frame on the second floor. The only builder that doesn't do that is the D.R. Horton, and every other builder that I know of in Central Florida and Tampa areas, they will do block first floor and then the frame on the second. The good thing is that you have this, you can see that your garage floor is painted, which is a standard feature. You also have this older water heater. Now, some of the builders are now using tankless, but the good thing is that they have this little pole right there. So when you drive in, it kind of gives you some sort of an idea of where to stop your car so you don't run into your water heater. Now guys, the HOA here is just about $74 a month. There's a lot of amenities. A, it's a gated community. B, there is no CDD. You have pool, you have splash pad for kids, you have kids play area, you have the dog park and the walking trail. So for $74 a month, you get a lot, and the location is fantastic. It's just right off 50, so your local LD, Publix, everything is just about 10 minutes down the road. All the schools and everything that you need in this area is also about 15 minutes in the vicinity of 15 minutes. So as I walk in, you have the first 2 bedrooms with a bathroom. So let's go and check out the first room. Now guys, I always say this, don't worry about the square footage as much as you want to make sure that the house kind of flows. So this is the very first room. They have the extra light, which is always going to be an upgrade. Now, if you haven't watched my video on the do's and don'ts of building a brand new home, make sure to check that on the playlist, because I not only go through what you should do to be able to get the biggest bang for your buck, but I also talk about what you shouldn't do. And right now, this builder has a lot of inventory home that you can get into, but with the inventory home, you won't be able to go in and choose the design. So just keep those things in mind. Really nice big door panel right here, bringing in a lot of light. And then you have this rolling door, pretty much standard for any builder in terms of the closet space that you get, nothing extraordinary. And then as I go around, obviously the baseboard, they usually give you 3 1x4, but this is an upgrade with a little bit of crown molding. Now guys, don't get carried away. All these things, you can always do that later. So as I walk in, you have the upgraded tiles over here. You have the tiles all the way through. Now, if you do have an option, I would definitely suggest that you do that. The only thing that I would tell you is that instead of doing something like this, even the plain subway white tile looks very good, but if you have a little stello, so it's a walk-in shower tub combination with the undermount sink. The upgrade is in regards to the quartz that you see and the color of the cabinets. Now, every builder is going to have 3 different colors. There are 3 different stain colors, and in some cases you will also get a granite. So let's go into the second bedroom, which is also a very good size. I usually try to stand in the corners, so kind of gauge you to see what you can see. Like, you can really kind of make an idea of how deep the room is, how big the room is. You have this nice window bringing in good light, and then the similar size closet, it's a little bit more broader as compared to the one next door, which was a little bit more linear, which is a little bit more bigger. Same kind of doors, you know guys, I really like that it's a sliding door instead of the one that kind of falls out, which is kind of split in there. This is better, but the best would have been just the one handle door. That would have been really good. Now guys, I want to address the market, because I have a lot of people calling and they're thinking, oh, the market is going to crash and this is what's going to happen, the price is going to come down. I am seeing the changes when it comes to the resale. I am actually seeing that, so I do want you to know that. However, what I'm not seeing on the brand new, I'm not seeing the price escalating as they are. However, I am seeing that the builders are more willing to work with you, and the good thing is that they don't have the circus that they were having. You know, it's like first come first serve. Most of the time the wait list have kind of dwindled down, and the change in the price, I do want to address this. So I want you to understand, if the builder is selling a home like this for 600,000, then we're not going to sell it for 500 or 550. What they may do is they may give you more incentives to buy the rate down or something. And talking about incentive, with this builder you can get anywhere from 15 to 20,000 depending upon which model you are going after, and if it's an inventory home, and if what stage of that finish line it is close to. So there are things that could be worked into, so please just keep those things in mind. So as I walk over here, you also have another bedroom right here, which is again a good size room. For a 2005 square foot home, it's pretty good. And I really love, you know, one of the part of my job is when I come into these decorated model, I see how they do, and this kind of always gets me, and I make sure that my camera guy does a really good job in showing this completely, so that you can kind of pause and maybe also take some ideas if you buy a brand new home on what you could do. Extra lights, I'm a big fan. So if you are going to be working from home, you know, this is actually a flex space. So just keep that in mind. This is a flex space, and your garage kind of extends a little bit. It kind of becomes like a 2.5 car garage if you choose not to have this option. If you do choose to have this option, don't quote me on the price, but it's only about $6,500. And to me, $6,500 well spent, because you can just change the whole 3 bedrooms, 2 bathroom flex into a 4 bedrooms, 3 bathroom home. So that is something to keep in mind. Again, the similar size closet, nothing extraordinary, like it's the same size. And then as I go over here, this is a shower tub combination with the white subway tile. And this is what I was talking about in the video, that if you have some sort of a colored stellar or something going this way or that way, it kind of really pops that white out. Of course, the upgrade is in terms of the floor and also the quartz that you see over here and the cabinet color. So these are the things to keep in mind. And then right across from it, you have the laundry space, you have the uppers, you have the washer and dryer. Now, please keep in mind that this is going to cost you extra. Most builders right now are not giving you refrigerator, washer and dryer, and it's not because they don't want to. There's still a lot of issues in procuring those. There are some builders that are actually doing everything inclusive. They'll give you the blind, they'll give you the washer, dryer, refrigerator, but most builders for now are not doing that. Now this may change. Now guys, when you give us a call, please do keep in mind, when you call us, we have an ISA on our team. Their sole job is to get your information so that they can put you in touch with the right person, whether that be me or somebody else on my team who's an expert in that area. And if you go to Orlando Living with D, before you even call us, you can get all the information that you need, you know, the basic information. Hey, how far is it from the airport? What are the schools like? How far are the schools, what kind of schools they have? You get all this information. So as I walk over here, look at this, voila, the whole thing kind of opens up. And this is what I really like about a home, you know, that's planned really well. For a 2005 square foot, you walk in and this thing just opens up. Isn't that amazing? So the standard you would see is the size of the island that you see here. You will get a 60/40. However, this will be an upgrade, and so is the faucets that you see. So those are the things that you can always change later. Like the backsplash that you see over here is going to be an upgrade, and so is the oven over here. You're going to get your regular oven. This one is a much upgraded one that has a lot of bells and whistles to it, and so is the microwave. You will get a regular microwave instead of the upgraded one. So those things, just keep that in mind. Beautiful cabinet color. You know, you have the crown molding, you have the extra lights, and then you also have a pantry door, which is of course an upgrade. But let me go ahead and show you. It's really comfortable, it's really nice. You have a lot of space. Now, having a pantry for a good size like this, that gives you a lot of space. And I have two small kids, so this really works out well. What I love is that you have your refrigerator over here, but then you have a little space right there. It could be your coffee station, your bread station, or whatever you want. But look at all the space that you have on all this, all over here. So you have a lot of space. And then as I walk over here, this whole thing opens up. So this is really nice. You know, you can do your thing and you have this whole space. You can watch your kids, you can cook dinner, you can keep an eye. And then right over here is you have the little nook area, which is kind of tucked in the corner. You can probably use this as a nook or a semi-private dining. Now, I like, you know, something open like this. I'm not like you need to have a formal dining. This is good space. You have a little nook area, or you can use this especially on a round table instead of a rectangular table. This kind of works out. But look at all the space that you have. It kind of just, if I walk around, you have this nice piece of furniture to store your cutlery and crockery. It's really nice, it's really good. And then you also have the extra lights. Now the lanai over here is actually a standard feature. You do get the lanai. However, some of the models, you are not going to get that, but it does come with the pavers. One thing that I will suggest, if you have an option to go and build from scratch, is to kind of get it plumbed. So in that way, you can always build a summer kitchen if you want to. Now, this is a gas community, so just keep that in mind. The lot size is about 50 by 120. It gives you enough room, so the lot size goes up to where you see the tree. So it gives you just about enough room to kind of put in a small pool. Nothing extraordinary or nothing really big, but still very comfortable in that regard. So in this house, as I was mentioning, the builder with this house, the pricing on this house with everything that you see, the upgrades and stuff, is about $562, whereas the base price is $473. The lot is between 5 to 20, depending upon if it's on water, if it's a corner lot, or if it's a back-to-back lot. And then let's say 473, or let's just say 475, 20 for that, 495, you put another 10, so you're like 550 or so. You will get a beautiful house in one of the top areas. Clermont is really, really booming, guys, especially the side that it's on. The north side is booming. South side is a little bit more rural. So let's go in and check the master bedroom, and wow, I love that they always put the extra light, especially when you have a room as big as this. Like, check this out. You have a queen size bed right there. Look at all the space that you have. Nice big window over here, another window here, bringing in a lot of lights. And then you have your walk-in. So let's go into the master bathroom and look at this. Of course, this is definitely an upgrade in terms of the tile, the walk-in shower. You're going to have a frame shower as a standard feature, so keep that in mind. However, the transom is included, but you have that extra light, which is a standard feature. And then you have the water closet right across it. And it's good because you have a door It's comfortable, it's right there. But here's what I want you to know. You have the double sink. What I would have personally preferred is if this would have been a little bit more longer, but nevertheless, undermount sink, upgraded cabinet, upgraded quartz, but a lot of space there. And this is the best part. You have this nice walk-in closet. And everybody knows my feeling about closets, so I'm not going to go in there today because I'm getting a beating at home, so I wouldn't do that. But look at the space. And if it was a little bit more broader and just a little, as long as this, but a little bit more broader, I would have definitely suggest to get a little island, for your shoes and stuff right there, or bags, especially with the ladies' bags. But I would definitely do go to IKEA and take the measurements and then kind of make this a little bit more personal. It gives in a lot of space. I hope you get a lot of value from our videos. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, because guys, to use us as your agent is not going to cost you anything. We get paid by the seller. We don't get paid by you. So when you are on the internet filling information, either us or somebody else, we would love to be the agent of choice. We would love to be able to assist you, to be able to help you and guide you through the whole process. And when you do call us, you are going to be talking to either myself or somebody from my team that is actually going to do a 45 minutes to an hour. Actually, it really depends. Some meetings are very small because people already know what they want. They've been watching our videos for a while, so they know exactly the area, everything. They've already done a lot of their homework. Whereas some people just want to know, hey, I'm looking to move. Can you tell me I have 2 small kids? What would be the good area? Or I'm 55 plus community. So we have playlists for all of those. So they will not only talk to you, but they'll show you the back end. So when you do come down, or if you are already here, you're shopping like a pro, like you already know, hey, everything is being done. So when you spend the day with us, you're looking at properties that fits your budget, that fits your need. I hope that makes a lot of sense. Thank you for watching our videos. Until the next one, bye for now.